here are the notes for section 3.4. In 3.3, we looked at a triangle, and we said that a triangle is always equal to 180, the interior angles. Based on the number of sides, the inside of the angle measures is going to change based on the number of sides. So to figure out what each shape would add up to, we need a formula. This is your formula to figure out the sum of the interior angles of any polygon. N is the number of sides, so we subtract that from 2. That tells us how many triangles are in the shape, and then we know each triangle is 180, so that'll give us the total. N is the number of sides in the shape. So for the first example, it says find the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon. So sum is how I know that I'm using this n minus 2 times 180. You should know the names of the polygons up to 10. After that, then usually what you'll see is a number and a gon, and whatever number's in front of the word, that is your n. So a pentagon has 5 sides. We substitute 5 in for n, so we have 5 minus 2 times 180. 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 times 180 gives you 540. So a pentagon adds up to 540. A quadrilateral will add up to something different. A hexagon would add up to something different. And for this example, a 30gon is going to add up to something different. So now n is the number of sides. So I have n minus 2. So I have 30 minus 2 gives me 28 times 180 gives me 5,040 degrees. So if I needed to, I'm not going to draw it because I definitely don't know how to draw it, but I could still figure out what all 30 of those angles would add up to, and in this case would be the 5,040 degrees. Sometimes it's helpful to find what one of those angles would be, or one of the exterior angles. These formulas, so this is for interior, this is for exterior, only hold for regular polygons, and a regular polygon is when your sides and your angles are equal. So what you're doing is you're breaking up whatever the sum is on the inside, you're breaking that up equally among the number of angles. For the exterior angles, no matter what the shape is, the exterior angles always add up to 360. If it's the interior, you have to use the formula to figure that out first. If it's the exterior on the outside, then it's going to add up to 360 always. In both cases, n is the number of sides. The interior and the exterior angle always form a straight line. So now we'll look at 2 examples on finding the interior and exterior angles of a polygon. Those are our formulas, so we'll keep those handy. So the first direction says to find the interior. I always call that I, and the exterior, that is going to be E, and I know that it's a regular polygon. We have a pentagon, so pentagon has 5 sides. So first in green, I did the interior angles, so I have n minus 2 times 180 divided by n. I have 5 minus 2 times 180. I subtract first, order of operations. 3 times 180 gave us 540. I divide by 5 and I get 108. What that means is that each of the 5 angles in this pentagon are going to be 108 degrees. Next, I'm going to find the exterior angle. The exterior angle, no matter what the shape is always 360. I divide by 5 and I get 72. So if I draw in these exterior angles, there'd be 1 per side. For the number of sides, is going to be the same as the number of interior angles and the same as the exterior angles. So there's going to be 5 of them. Each one of these angles would be 72. And then notice that the interior plus the exterior are going to add up to give you 180, and that's because they form a straight line. All right, and then the last example we have is going to be same idea. We're going to find the interior and exterior. This time it's going to be a 15gon. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in. There's my son. That was when he was about 2 years old. So we have 15 minus 2. 15 minus 2 gives us 13 times 180 gives us 2,340. and then I'm going to divide by the number of angles or number of sides, which is 15, and that's where this 156 comes from. So all 15 angles are going to be 156 degrees. To figure out the exterior angle, it's always 360 because it's exterior angle. So I have 360 divided by the number of angles, which would be 15, and I get 24. Notice that 156 plus 24, they form a straight line and they equal 180.